What's up guys, today's video is presented by EA Game Changers. Massive thanks to EA for inviting me to the World Cup capture event. Hey, what up guys, how you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to my first icon pack opening. That's right, within FIFA 18 World Cup mode on Ultimate Team, you guys are going to be able to unlock yourselves icons, which is awesome. It's something that we didn't have within the FIFA 14 World Cup mode, and something that I'm super excited for because, as I've said many times on FUT, icons are like my favourite part of the game. Legends always were, icons always have been. You know, the fact that I can get like a Ronaldinho or a Ronaldo or something is something that I love. And it links to everyone, which is just brilliant. So I start things off today with a pretty good one. Now, some of these aren't necessarily in order of when I recorded it and stuff. It's just how it is. But we get ourselves Prime Maradona. Now, for some very odd reason, I'm not quite sure why, Maradona was actually 89 rated when we were at the capture event. But as we know, this is Prime Maradona with the picture that he's got. So he should be, and I'm guessing will be, 97 rated when eventually we get to the World Cup mode. When it actually releases for you guys in just a few days time. But you can see that I've got a duplicate version of him right now, which means I'd already packed him at some point during my time at the capture event. Now, that could be absolutely devastating for you, but I'm going to talk about this more in a different video coming up, but you can see exactly what I've just done within there. I've pressed triangle and I've put him in duplicate storage, and like I said, we'll delve into that a lot more in tomorrow's first video. So our second icon of this video today is going to be Portuguese Cam. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, is the 90 rated Rui Costa. Prime Rui Costa, as you can imagine, with the exact same stats as his Prime version within normal FUT. So 90 rated Rui Costa. Now, I actually think that I put him in. Did he make it into the cut of my video earlier on today? I think one or two icons maybe made it into that video. However, 86 pace, 88 dribbling, 81 shooting, 88 passing. This is the 90 rated Rui Costa that we have on regular FUT. So as you can imagine, 4-star skill, 4-star weak foot, and like icons within regular FUT, they're going to go ahead and link to anyone. So that could be a massive deal for the World Cup mode, because if you think about FIFA 14 World Cup, we had all of the different areas of the globe. You had your Europe, you had your South America, you had the AFCON, you had the Asia and all of that stuff. So there was a split. You know, you couldn't necessarily get super good teams unless you're using just like, you know, a few of one nation and stuff. I feel like that's maybe been eradicated now. So a Spanish centre back pops up, and I know for a fact that that is going to be Puyol right there, 92 rated. Prime Puyol with, well, 70 pace, 94 defending, and 90 physical. I actually feel like, just for a minute, stop and think that we've got a whole new database of players. You guys have seen the ratings that have been coming out, that we've got a smaller player base, and of course we've got, like, less players that are now super hyped up with like TOTS ratings and stuff like that. So we're almost like going back to basics with centre backs. So if you pack yourself a Puyol, whereas on normal FUT right now you're probably thinking, I can't really use him because he's a little bit slow, and like there's just so many strikers that are going to outdo him. For at least the first few weeks of the World Cup mode, someone like Puyol might be a complete and utter beast before, you know, players start getting boosted up or whatever. You know, if it works like it did in 14, where like man of the matches count as upgrades and whatnot. We'll see what happens, I guess. But the next icon pack we get is going to be English striker. That's a new one, baby. That is the 92 rated Gary Lineker. Now, as you know, Lineker was actually an icon or a legend within FUT in previous FIFAs. So him not actually being on FIFA 18 and actually coming back, it means that he's a new player returning to the game, right? But this is not a Lineker that we've seen before. We have not seen a 92 rated Gary Lineker who actually looks completely and utterly awesome with the 88 pace, 86 dribbling and 91 shooting. You just know that is going to be a great striker. He's going to work. He's got the pace. The dribbling seems very good. And, I mean, those shooting stats right there, I wonder if I delve on into the in-game stats at all. I think I probably do just pop on over to the attribute details. Go on, Lasty. Or do I not? Do I just show you? There we go. I move over there for a second. Feel free to pause if you want to see that. But yeah, like 95 finishing. That's going to work. That's really going to work for us. And it should be someone that you can put up top, link him to any other striker, and you're going to be absolutely good to go. So that's that one. Let's move on to our 5th pack, I believe it is. And then don't worry, I've got another 5 lined up for you. I was going to do these in packs of 5 for a video and have like a whole bunch of them. But I decided, you know what? Let's make it one big video with 10 icons. That's more like, you're going to draw you guys in a little bit more, right? Oh no. We've just got a duplicate icon. That is 92 rated Carlos Puyol again. So I mentioned it briefly earlier with Maradona. But this right now might not be the end of the world. Obviously, it's a little bit devastating that you pack a duplicate untradeable icon, right? But it isn't as bad as what it would have been in like FIFA 14, where, can you remember, did you ever pack like a duplicate Ronaldo or Messi or something within FIFA 14 World Cup, and you just know you had to discard that player? That is not fun whatsoever. So being able to just press Y, stick him in duplicate storage for a later date is exactly what we needed. And I'm very, very happy to see that that has been implemented into the game. So we move on to our next batch then, and we start things off with Nigerian icon, 90 rated Prime JJ Okocha. Again, knowing that the database we've got is going to be like lower and some of the normal players again, how sick would a 90 rated Okocha be that maybe wouldn't work on FUT right now? With 87 pace and 94 dribbling, and like he can shoot and pass as well, and you know he's a 5-star skiller, right? This is going to be someone that with flair that adds to your World Cup team, and that could be the difference between you winning and losing the tournament, you know? So, I would personally not be upset to get myself JJ Okocha. Now, if I'm correct, this pack right here is about as good as it gets. Icon Flair, Brazil, Cam. Oh baby, we just packed 98 rated Prime Pele. The first time I have ever done that. So Pele in a pack has always been something that draws a lot of people in on YouTube, but to get this new, like the brand new World Cup icon Pele, 98 rated, this is the highest rated icon. He is the Prime Pele with the exact same stats, and he looks absolutely unbelievable. Like, I was friggin' buzzing. This is not my account, I can't keep it, but I have got myself 98 rated Pele, and it did mean that I could use him throughout my time at the capture event, and as you can imagine, pretty solid. But yeah, 5-star skill, 4-star weak foot, Pele's in-game stats, as you can imagine. Just to pack that 98 rated Prime Pele was a pretty awesome feeling. Now, to know that that could happen to you on the World Cup mode, probably easier than it would do on regular FUT, is not a bad feeling, is it? You know, it's going to be quite nice to see a few people rocking with Pele in their squad. So the next one we get here, is it going to be a duplicate? Is it going to be a new one? It's German striker, another new icon. I mean, this one is sort of surrounded with a little bit of controversy, I'm not going to lie. It is Miroslav Klose, the current World Cup top goal scorer of all time. And he's been given an 87 rated item. Now, for me, I would personally have him at like 93 or something, just because, like, it's based on, if it's World Cup, you know, he is the top scorer. Surely he should be up there in terms of rating. But just from looking at certain stats and stuff, it almost seems like the stats are almost based on like the last World Cup that these players played, so therefore like Puyol is slightly higher or whatever, and like Klose would have been quite old. So even though he scored some goals, was relatively old within his time at that final World Cup of his. I don't really know how it works. I'm just speculating here, but maybe that's how it is. Next icon pack here, we get Deco. Now, again, on regular FUT, you're probably thinking, Deco, it's not great. Even though this is Prime Deco, a Portuguese legend. he'd actually work, especially at the very start of the World Cup mode, right? How many like centre mids or cams do you know in this game that are going to have the sort of stats that he's got in the in-game stats section that are just regular players? Probably not many, right? So we now move on to our final icon of the video. English, is it Lineker? No, because it's a centre-back. It is yet again another new icon. This is the perfect way to end the video. It is 92 rated Bobby Moore. Of course, previous England captain, won the World Cup with England. So if there's any possible chance of that happening, you know, this year, pack in Bobby Moore as like a little sign that England are going to win the World Cup. Oh, I would love that. It's probably not going to happen, as you can imagine. But Bobby Moore, 92 rated. If you can get over the fact that his pace isn't quite 70, looks like a very solid centre-back with really good dribbling. Passing is solid as well, but 93 defending. 85 physical. I can get behind that. Now, maybe the pace won't be such an issue. Who knows? 68, and my threshold is normally 70 at minimum. 68 is not too far below that, so, you know, it's probably kind of usable. I'm trying to make it sound like you could use this guy. I reckon you probably could, you know. Maybe his positioning and stuff is just all that better that it makes him a little bit more usable. Who knows? So there you go, guys. That is my first 10 icons here. Guaranteed icon packs within FIFA 18 Ultimate Team World Cup mode. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, share this video around. Let's get loads of people seeing the prime Pele in a pack, shall we? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new around here for more FIFA 18 exclusive World Cup content, and I'll catch you next time, guys. Peace.